Hi, y'all. Welcome to Spirit Mail. I'm Cheryl, and this is Daily Mail episode 31, I think. I think I'm going to title it Selfish, question mark, or Self First. So, I know a lot of my readings seem to be very focused on you as a person versus other people in your lives. I mean, sometimes other people come into it and the way you're being treated or handled or whatever comes into it. But it feels like the message is so much about us taking care of ourselves and boundaries. Remember the Daily Mail episode I did about boundaries. And sometimes it's easy for us to set boundaries against people that or I say against boundaries to keep people that maybe hurt us or talk down to us or whatever. It's easy to set those boundaries. But when it's people that you love, it's hard to set boundaries because we enjoy being with them, but we still have to take care of ourselves first. So it's not selfish to tell somebody you really care about, hey, I need some time alone. It's self first. So I was listening to, this morning while I was getting dressed, I was listening to a channel. He was channeling. And basically he was having this discussion, the entity, whatever, was talking about this, and it was kind of like confirmation. And so I just want to let you know that over the holidays, I kind of peeked in on the mail, on the emails I was getting, and I peeked in at a lot of the comments, and I think I even might have responded to one or two of them. But I was trying to make a point to stay back from the channel, the activity in the channel, because it was the holidays. I spent Thanksgiving Day with my kids and my grandkids, and the next day I spent the day with, I did a couple of readings, and then I had a friend that I went to pick up, and I had a lot of personal stuff going on, and part of me felt guilty for not responding to emails and comments the way that I would really like to. I think Saturday night I did sit down with my computer and the ethical manifestation video. I went and responded to a lot, if not all of those comments. And if I didn't get to yours, I will. Because I was just so genuinely taken with the thoughtful comments that were there. And I just really felt like they deserved a response. I think every comment deserves a response. But that's almost impractical sometimes. But anyway, so now we have this other thing going on with the, I'm going to take Teresa's term, the round table. And thank you, Teresa. We're going to call it round table mail, though. Got to have mail in there. Anyway, I'm going to take that term and use it for that particular thing. But what I did this afternoon, because I had readings scheduled for today, so I've done several personal readings, and then I was going to do a couple of zodiac readings and then the Daily Mail, and I thought, no, I really need to address the round table thing. So whenever I got in there, y'all, and started looking at the emails, I am so shocked and amazed and just totally excited about what we're about to do here, us together as a community, because there are a lot of you guys very interested. The emails I got are incredible, and there's a lot of people who said in the feed, I'm in, but I didn't get an email from them. So I'm not going to disqualify you if you didn't send me an email, but I will need email addresses if you're in. But anyway, what I did was I went through my email this afternoon and moved everybody who said that they were in for the round table. I've moved you to a separate folder in my email account thingy. And then I'm going to go through later tonight, and I'm going to try to print the page with the comments that everybody who said they were in, because this is how I'm going to do it. Just so you know, I'm going to well, first let's go back to the topic. I'm sorry. So let's talk about selfish or self first. So I've taken the holidays and kept self first. I felt like I needed to do that for me. I needed to do it for my family, and I'm glad that I did it. But I will tell you, there was a little part of my heart constantly wanting to reply. Like I said, every now and then I would, take a little peek in at my email, and the emails I've gotten have been incredible. So when it's somebody that we love, like I love you guys so much, and I especially love the interaction that is going on in this community. So it's hard for me to step back from it, but I know I don't want to say the word preach, but I preach it. Got to put yourself first. I think I even gave as an example, like, when you're flying, and they say whenever, if you're flying with a child or a loved one or whatever, and those masks drop, you put yours on first, and then you take care of your loved one. And it's the same thing. I feel like it's the same thing with this. And the channeler that I was listening to this morning while I was getting dressed used that exact same example. Whenever he said it's not selfish, it's self first. Because when we do take care of ourselves first, then we have enough of us to continue to give. So I just want you to know, I haven't been selfish the last few days, but I have been self first the last few days, and that's why you hadn't seen me. And that's why you hadn't gotten responses to your emails about the round table. And I will probably respond to each one individually. I don't know how long that's going to take me, but just so you know, that's not how you're going to find out. Well, I guess it is how you're going to find out. See, we're doing this as we go. We're making it up as we go, right? This whole thing. I feel like it's going to be fabulous, and I can't wait to do it. And I will tell you, there's a little tiny part of me that's a little bit scared, because it's like, okay, do we really want to put ourselves out there doing something that nobody else has done, and or not that I know of anyway? And how do you moderate that? What are the rules and all that stuff? Anyway, so there's a little bit of fear there, but I trust God. I feel like that was a God idea, spirit idea. That wasn't my idea, and I think that it's going to be beneficial. Also, I think that it's going to be a recurring thing. I don't see it that we're going to do it one time and never do it again. I see it as a recurring thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, okay, so enough about self first and selfish. I'm going to take everybody who said I'm in, whether it was by email or in the comments, and I'm going to put everybody's name in a bucket. I think her name was Lisa even suggested that, a bucket or a bowl or whatever. And I'm going to draw names. I'm going to let Spirit decide, because let me tell you something. I'm the mom that for Christmas, when my kids were little, I made sure they all had the same number of presents, because I didn't want anybody to feel left out or jaded. And whenever they were college age and young adults, or even high school, they would laugh at me because I still did it. Even when they were older, and they could, they were old enough to know, well, this one got something worth, $100 and something, and the other one's got 3 gifts total, about $100 and something, but I still had to make sure they all had the same number of things. Anyway, they used to laugh at me, because as they got older, they understood what I was doing, and they said, Mom, you worry too much. So there's no way I could pick 3 people out of the emails that I've received and the comments that I received in the feed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put everybody's name in a bucket, and I'm going to get here live tomorrow night. That's what we're going to do tomorrow night. I'm going to have a topic, and we're going to talk, and at the end of tomorrow night's Daily Mail, I'm going to draw 3 names. So make sure you're checking it out tomorrow night. I just remembered I have a niece who has an event tomorrow night, and I'm supposed to go. So I may do it tomorrow during the day and then just post it tomorrow night. But anyway, I need to learn how to do that. So you'll find out tomorrow evening who is going to be doing the roundtable with us, roundtable mail with us. And like I said, we will do it it'll be an ongoing thing. That's what I see it as. That's how I see it, that it'll be an ongoing thing. Whether it will be weekly, bi-monthly, or monthly, I don't know. But it will be an ongoing thing. So if you don't get selected this time around, don't get discouraged, because Spirit just has a different time for you to talk. Because I feel like everybody's going to get a turn, because we'll continue to do it. Okay, so now we're going to do a PS and see what else Spirit has to say. But anyway, so yeah, I was being self first, not selfish, just so y'all know. And think about it with yourselves. You know, even whenever you really love doing it, sometimes you just have to pull back and take care of yourself and take care of those people that are close to you, that you love, that you need to spend time with. Be self first, so that you can be selfless at other times. Okay. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, I thank you so much for this community. You're so incredible. I thank you for the response for our roundtable mail segment. I can't wait to see what that does and where we go with that and what we learn from each other and how we grow together. And I thank you for the PS. I thank you for clear and concise messages. I thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And I thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Please show us clearly, what is the PS for this Daily Mail episode, please? Okay. That's a lot of communication back and forth. I feel like this is Spirit saying, yes, we're going to do the roundtable. Because this is communication with Spirit, right? I love that it's encased on either side. I say encased. It's being escorted in. This communication is being escorted in by 2 doves. For me, doves represent peace, right? Or the Holy Spirit. And so I always feel that wands are about passion and about purpose and about creativity and inspiration. And that's what this whole roundtable thing is. And I feel like together we're going to enrich each other's lives in ways that, I don't know, it's going to be a cool thing, I think. We're all going to learn and grow from it, that's for sure. Okay, the next thing is the Emperor. Okay, so the Emperor is the leader. Y'all, perhaps this will be a way that we can be an example. You know, this community can be an example of how people who might be like-minded, people can experience the same thing in different ways. Okay, so perhaps this will be a way that in our own little way we can contribute to being able to have different opinions. And conversations about that. And I just saw in my mind that talk show, The Voice. I never watched it, but I know it was very controversial at times, and they would get a little radical on theirs. I would hear story. I never watched it. So I don't even know why I saw it, but anyway, I feel like that there's going to be some kind of precedent that we're going to set with this, that we are going to, as a group and as a community, be an example of how to maybe disagree and agree to disagree in a loving way. Because my goal is not to have talking heads on here where we all think the same thing. Just like just like the conversation about ethical manifestation, there were some people in the feed who said, no, Cheryl, you didn't cause that. That was them needing to experience that. And maybe I didn't have any responsibility for that, but however, it did wake me up to think about, what am I thinking about when I do manifest, or when I intentionally set an intention for something, So different things like that. I think that it's good for us to have differences of opinion about it, but we can all be leaders in our own right. I am not above any one of you in my ideas or the way that I think. My way's not right but more than your way, and your way's not right more than my way. And let me tell you, my ears are ringing so loud right now. It's crazy. But I feel like this is going to be a way. This is telling us that we all, as this community, we all have what it takes. I think we're all on a similar journey. I really believe that. I believe that the people that have been attracted to this community are very much, maybe at different stages, but we're all on a similar journey. And so anyway, this emperor right here, I feel is, he's a leader. He's leading the way. And I feel like that's something that we're going to be doing together, leading the way. And I cannot wait to see where it goes. I'm telling you. Whew. So we're getting the Eight of Swords. So I know, like I said, for me, I have a little bit of fear. Some of you guys don't even have pictures on your profiles. So it's like, how am I going to, before I decided to do what Lisa said and just draw names, I was thinking, how would I choose that person without saying I need to look in your eyes? Because while I don't think it's necessary that we all are talking heads thinking and saying the same things. I don't think that's productive at all. I also don't think that we need a belligerent person in the group that is just antagonistic. I'm not saying that wouldn't happen, but anyway, like I said, so there's some fear. I do have a little bit of fear, but I'm going to move forward anyway. I can't see where this is going, but I'm going to move forward with it anyway. And I'm thinking that you're going to move forward with it too, but I'm going to get another card to clarify that, or okay. He's saying put those worries down. Stop it. Stop it, Cheryl. Stop it. This is going to be transformational for us, y'all. This is in some, and maybe not all of us, and maybe there's some people out there that are watching this thinking, that girl's all full of herself, thinking that she and 2 or 3 other people are going to make a difference. But I don't care what they think. I don't care what anybody else thinks. I think that we're going to have a great time doing this, and that we're going to talk about so many things that so many people have so many different ideas about. And I feel like there's truly going to be an opportunity not only for us to continue to grow and transform who we are and how we show up, but to help others do the same thing. That this is a time of transformation in a lot of people's lives. Okay. All right. That is Daily Mail for tonight. Don't forget, I'm going to be putting everybody's name in a box or a bowl or something, and I'm going to draw names on camera for everybody to see who gets picked. My goal is to actually do that this Saturday morning. That's my goal, that we would get together and do it. So as soon as I get the names drawn, I'll be in touch with everybody, and then you'll see it on here, recorded on here. And yeah, that's my goal, to do it Saturday morning. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Self first doesn't mean you're selfish. So go do some self first, something for yourself tonight. I love you guys. Y'all have a super duper day. Bye.